Hello, hi there, lovely Cancerians. I do hope that you are well and happy October. This is your love forecast for October 2017, and my name is Bella. Most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below. Or perhaps you'd like to join me on my Facebook page, where every Monday to Friday I do live guidance and readings for people, also there too. As people know me, I work with my spirit guides. That's how I do all of my readings, and I like to dive straight in there. I don't like to waste time, so we'll crack on with it straight away, shall we? And I look at this kind of week by week also too. My guides want to start this by saying, in this month, you will need to have very clear boundaries, but. The boundaries that you'll need to have is not with a significant other, whether they're existing or new. It's to do with other people trying to come between or interfere with a connection that you have, or even interfere with you even having a connection. Now, this is a general reading, so this will play out in many different ways, but my guides are saying here that you need to, yes, of course, have clear boundaries with your relationship, but this is not the point. They're saying it is others that you need to have clear boundaries with. And for some of you, depending on who they are, that may be a little bit tricky. So, for example, relationships where family, because of culture or religion, perhaps are deeply worried or concerned about your connection, or don't even want you to have that connection, it will be very important for you that you stand in your highest space and that you put boundaries around who you are, what it is you want out of a relationship, and what it is that relationship means to you, or even the potential of it is important. So we'll look at this kind of week by week to see kind of what the things will be for you to consider. My guides are saying there will be a lot of Cancerians who are with somebody, whether this is short or long term, that will start to want to know whether this is moving on to another level, basically, with that person, because it feels good. And because of it feeling quite good, there's some of you that are thinking about moving in, there's some of you thinking about seeing each other more, moving, engagements, even marriage. And so it's getting to that place where you're feeling that it needs to move on that way. And I get that the other person also very much is considering and wanting that too. So there is dialogue, basically, that has happened between you about how you move that on and move that forward. For those of you who are single, because October is such a wonderful month for energy, like you can't get it wrong in dating in this month. And I would say straight out of the gate, for those of you who are single, that actually you will meet somebody in this number one foundation setting year, even if it's lastminute.com, where that potential of having stepping stones with that individual, having growth with that individual, you could meet in this month, particularly even in the first week. So don't be shy about dating. Now, the thing is, you or them are obviously sharing your happiness, your viewpoint, and this includes even being single. I need to warn you, if you are single, you'll be talking about, oh, I've met this person, or I'm thinking about going, dating here, or doing this, or joining a pottery class, or whatever this is, in order to kind of move your romantic choices along. And I just get here that in the first and second week, well, actually not even that, it's the whole entire month, if I'm being honest with you, whoever it is that you are consoling with, or even that your partner, let's say, if you're an established connection, is conversing with, in terms of expressing the direction of where your relationship is going and how happy you are, other people don't like it. Some of them are very obvious with they're not liking it, and some of them are mischievously or secretively not helping the situation, and it will display in many different ways. So how it's coming across is gossiping behind your back, or giving you gossip that is to deliberately make you doubt your choice. So that could be as simple as, if you're single, oh, you shouldn't use that site because did you hear this terrible story where this woman lost a leg, you know, because she dated some guy, like really trying to really put you off. I mean, that's me exaggerating, but it's pretty much how it's coming across. Or that you've got a new choice and they're saying, oh, I don't like the way that that person seems, you know, they seem like they've got this kind of bad energy, or, you know, I heard this about them, or have you seen this on their Facebook profile? Really trying to plant some seeds, basically, and not good seeds, to put you off your happiness. Because for some people it will be because they're so used to you being a certain way for them, or it's jealousy because you are actually happy and their situation, even if they're in a connection, doesn't seem to be that joyous as you are expressing. For other people it will be obvious, and they're probably more likely to be friends and a family who have this kind of, like I said, deep-rooted belief in something. This could be culture, it could be because your skin colour is different, it could be a number of different things, but they are pretty much biased about it, vocal about it. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of very sort of, if you don't, I will do this, you know, ultimatums. Really, 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 really want to rain storm on your parade because of their belief system, which for some of you may feel very conflicting because of you wanting those people in your life, but also wanting the person you've got in your life. But then there's almost like this threat of either they're going to cut themselves out of you, or that they'll just be really miserable and make it really uncomfortable for you to have this existing relationship. Because sometimes what makes a relationship succeed is the relationships we have around it and how that supports that relationship. And you feel like you're not being supported. Now, again, this could come from your side. It could also come from your partner's side too. Either or, it still impacts you because of that. So for some of you, it will be because the other person's family or friends are saying, nope, we don't accept that person in our lives, and nope, you're not going to get married to that person, and nope, we don't approve of you moving in. It's this interference. And so that's why my guides are saying here, and you need to also be secured that your partner also will have to allay the boundaries, even if that means stepping away, making the right choice, because you and them are certain and solid. Or you will be if you're single and you allow yourself to kind of explore this new connection that you know feels good, but you don't know what other people's problems is about just because of some sort of bias that they don't like. Basically, there's two things. Some of you will feel like you're the naughty child or the black sheep of the family because you've gone and done something romantic and made a romantic choice. Or you feel like they're the naughty children because actually their viewpoint is very immature. That's for those that are obvious. For those that are less obvious, which is probably, at least you can deal with the ones that are obvious because they're laying it on the table. For those that are not, and they're doing it in a quite calculated, manipulative way, in a passive kind of aggressive way to get you to kind of paranoia. So this will also include other men or other females coming to you and saying, because they want your person, oh, I've been with them, or they've messaged me this, or like, and I get there's no truth to it. I just get here people basically trying to come between you because actually the viewpoint of what they see you have, they're jealous, or they just don't want you to be removed. I hope you get me. So you really need to observe that, especially particularly for those that are sort of hiding their truth. So listen to the words of others when it comes to your relationship. If it's negative or gossipy, or there's no fact behind it, it's just their intuition, let's say, they're wrong. It's deliberately wrong. Because if you don't, I get a lot of you really in the third week sort of feeling down about it, quite emotional, and for some of you actually believing, particularly if it's around other people trying to make you feel like that person is, cheating or something. It gets you really, really thinking and considering about your options. Sorry about the background noise. I do this in one take, so anything could happen. My dog snores sometimes. The kids' neighbours, the neighbours' kids, I should say, sometimes, have a bit of a scream, as you just heard. But anyway, so watch your thought forms. Watch how you allow other people to affect your thoughts about the relationship or this new connection, or the way that you are going to find a new connection, because it is their stuff. Put boundaries there, my guides are saying here from the start, and speak your mind and always stand in your higher truth. Even if, let's say, even if your partner right now was the worst person in the world for you, it is still your choice about whether you engage in that relationship or not somebody else's. Do you understand? So my neighbours are being very vocal through this, so I'll try to wrap this up quite quickly. At the end of the day, my guys are saying here, it is just feelings. Don't act on it. Don't be reactive on it, because you'll regret it. Particularly because actually the way you were going about with your connection was perfect. Okay? And don't be afraid, they're also saying, about turning your back on people that are not supportive of you in that moment. Sometimes this is when you really truly find out who your friends are, and you will do in this month, basically, because you're on a path of success with a relationship as you start to wind down the year, and you should be really, if I'm being honest with you, enjoying your connection or your connections, instead of trying to fight fire with people who want to try to dampen it. So you turn down the volume basically on those people, and you turn up the volume with you and your new love or your existing love, and you enjoy it. Don't let anybody come in between you. So I do hope that has helped and given you some insight and some guidance through the month of October. Sorry about the noise if you picked it up. I'm not sure if you did. And again, if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below. I do love to hear from you all, so please do like, do comment, do share. I love to hear from all of you. You all now have an amazing October, and I will speak to you again in November. Take care.